Don't try to fool Mother Nature. You will always be caught, so don't even give it a thought. The violation of universal natural law is the cause of our problems all, of everything that becomes rife that plagues individual and national life. These stresses only leading to more strife, from lowlifes leaving their wife for the wildlife of nightlife to cutting someone with a knife. So stem problems of national health, crime, the economy, education, wealth, and the black environmental sins, all of them having their origin in a widespread law violation by some portion of the population. Universal natural law is very terse in governing the entire universe, it being the orderly principles that regulate physical events, processes. Science defines the universal law of nature, a precise description of how nature matures. Universal law pervades everything, of all that is in passage and being, from the motion of particles to the evolution of life's articles, operating at every scale, the subatomic, atomic, molecular, biological, geological, astrophysical, and cosmological. The universe is structured, hence, in these many layers of existence as worlds within worlds, distinguished and not only furled by vastly different time and distance scales, but that every level has its own set of details. For example, an electron nucleus system is not analogous to that of a planet and sun. The more superficial macroscopic levels of nature can be seen as fragmented expressions, for sure, that are manifested from the more unified laws governing deeper levels with their scrimshaws. The reflections of the dazzling symmetries of what once were inaccessible mysteries. The outer becomes are based on inner ones, the only fountainhead of all the rhythms. And the converse is not true. Nature's governance is maximally efficient, for it is frugal, as not a spendthrift. It following the principle of least action in all of its action and protraction. This is why a ray of light refracts when going from air to water's tract, minimizing the time and saving every dime. From this maximal economy of nature, all classical behavior can be scriptured. Entropy is a count of quantum states accessible to a macroscopic system's estate, this available number ever increasing. The nature of life is to grow, ever reaching. The path of least action's welcome is just the macroscopic outcome of the simultaneous superposition of multiple coexisting paths auctions. At the microscopic level, the outcome ever of the least income. The law to which all must succumb. All is rooted in the verses of the constitution of the universe. Life takes advantage and cause of the universal natural laws, even such as in merely walking, which is an immensely complex undertaking. We employ technology in all of its variety. Everything that we fail to accomplish is but due to the total failure to apply universal natural law effectively, this being the source of all difficulty. In the absence of knowledge of a lever, the simple task of moving a boulder becomes complex and arduous to the shoulder. Not learning gravity has caused non-mild injuries to many a young child. The old uses of radiation caused cancer tumults. The use of DDT had many adverse results. Smoking cigarettes, heavy drinking, being out late, and other addictive obsessions surely violate universal natural law at whatever rate, resulting in negative consequences, while psychological violations dispense stress directly in a sequence immense. While fulfillment of desire can bring happiness, it also raises the scope and standardness of future desires, making the duress of frustration an inevitable process. Over time, this causes psychological stress, which in turn impairs creativity's success, stalling future desires by watering their fires, and also leads to problems of health, these then causing further stealth and violations of universal natural law, resulting in the nonsense of a life out of balance, leading to aggression, anxiety, impulsive violent behavior, hostility, and substance abuse, a vicious cycle of refuse that, among other effects, fills up the prisons to correct.
Have you ever pondered about the invisible laws that govern the universe? Or even more intriguingly, what happens when these laws are violated? Universal natural law, in its simplest form, is the system of rules that dictate the behavior of our universe. It's the unseen hand guiding everything from the smallest subatomic particles to the vast, swirling galaxies. These laws govern every event and process in the physical world, making the universe an intricate tapestry woven from threads of order and predictability. But what happens when these laws are violated? Well, let's dive deeper into the concept of universal natural law and its violations to understand this phenomenon better. The universal natural law is like the conductor of an orchestra, maintaining harmony and order in the cosmos. It operates on every scale from subatomic to cosmological, ensuring that every event follows a precise pattern. The universe, in essence, is a grand symphony composed by nature herself, with each note resonating with the principles of the universal natural law. However, when these laws are violated, the symphony descends into chaos. These violations manifest in various forms, causing a ripple effect that impacts every aspect of our lives. From environmental degradation to social discord, the violation of universal natural law is at the root of many problems plaguing humanity today. The universal natural law is also characterized by its efficiency. It adheres to the principle of least action, ensuring that every event in nature occurs with the least expenditure of energy. This principle is evident in the path of a ray of light refracting when it goes from air to water, or the growth of life as a constant reach for more, ever increasing its count of quantum states. However, violations of these laws disrupt this harmony, leading to imbalances in the natural world. Whether it's the overuse of natural resources or the imbalance in ecosystems, these violations stem from a disregard for the universal natural law. In essence, universal natural law is the unseen foundation upon which the universe is built. Its violation disrupts the natural order, leading to a cascade of problems that affect every level of existence, from individual to national and even global scales. To sum up, the universal natural law is the invisible hand guiding the universe, ensuring order and predictability. Its violations, however, disrupt the natural order, causing a myriad of problems that ripple through every facet of our existence. Understanding and respecting these laws is, therefore, crucial to maintaining harmony, not just in the universe, but also in our own lives.
Could it be possible that the very laws that govern our universe, the laws that ensure the rotation of the planets and the blossoming of flowers, also influence our deepest desires and frustrations? Could it be that these laws, when violated, lead to a cycle of desire, frustration, and violation that results in a life out of balance? Imagine a person with a burning desire, a wish that keeps them awake at night and fuels their every action. This desire could be for success, for love, for recognition. It's a flame that lights their path but can also burn them if they get too close. The fulfillment of this desire can bring them happiness, a sense of accomplishment that fills their heart with joy. Yet this happiness raises the bar for future desires, creating an inevitable process of frustration, a duress that sets a higher standard for what they want next. This cycle continues, the flames of desire growing with each fulfillment, the frustration building with each unmet expectation. Over time, this cycle causes psychological stress, a constant tension that impairs their creativity, stalling future desires by watering their fires. This stress doesn't just affect their mind, it also leads to health problems, further stealthily violating the universal natural law. The violation of this law, this deviation from the path of balance, results in a life filled with aggression, anxiety, and impulsive violent behavior. It fosters hostility and leads to substance abuse, a desperate attempt to escape the cycle. This vicious cycle, a refuse of their own making, fills up the prisons, a physical manifestation of the punishment for violating the universal natural law. In essence, the cycle of desire, frustration, and violation of natural law is a story of burning desire leading to fleeting happiness, followed by an inevitable frustration. This frustration then leads to psychological stress, health problems, and a violation of the universal natural law. This violation results in aggression, anxiety, violent behavior, hostility, and substance abuse. It's a cycle that, if left unchecked, leads to a life out of balance, a life filled with refuse, a life that strays from the path set by the universal natural law. In conclusion, the universal natural law is not just a set of rules that governs the physical world, but also a guide for our desires and frustrations. Violating this law leads to a vicious cycle that takes us further away from the path of balance. It's a cycle that can only be broken by recognizing the law, understanding its implications, and striving to live a life in harmony with it. It's a cycle that we all must strive to break for the sake of our own well-being and for the balance of the universe.